What is up, guys? Delboy here. So some good news coming out of the heavyweight division. That is that the fight between Gerald Washington and Jarrell Miller has been announced. This is going to take place on the undercard of Adrian Broner versus Mikey Garcia. It's going to be the opening bout on the TV card, and I think it's a good fight. The only disappointment is, and I'm being a bit picky here, but it is only a 10-rounder. I would have liked to seen it a 12-rounder because Jarrell Miller, some people question his stamina, and I do think Gerald Washington is the type of guy who can take you 12 rounds. He can sort of mess you about, keep it long, and make you work the rounds. So I think it's a bit disappointing that the dynamic of 12 rounds is not going to be involved in this fight, because ultimately, when a fight is 12 rounds, it does alter your game plan, you know. But that's just me nitpicking, being a bit picky there. But regardless, it's a good fight, and it's an interesting clash of styles. I've seen quite a few people rate Jarrell Miller quite highly. Jarrell Miller, to me, one thing that strikes me about him, I mentioned earlier, the stamina, and it's a bit of a concern. Can he sort of go late rounds because he's a big guy? He's weighed as much as 300 pounds, I believe, in his career, which is extremely heavy. But one thing about Jarrell Miller, he's a heavy guy, he's a big fucking guy, but he doesn't wear the weight badly. He doesn't sort of look like a Tyson Fury or, you know, somebody like that. He doesn't wear it. He doesn't sort of look that terrible. He looks overweight still, in my opinion, but he doesn't look quite as bad as some people do at that weight. But regardless, I would like to see him lose a few pounds, you know, get a bit lighter, and I think that will help him. One thing I do like about Jarrell Miller, I like his body punching. I think he's quite good up close as well. Quite quick hands for such a big guy. Decent power. He puts his shots together quite nicely. He's definitely got some good attributes to troublesome guys. You know, he's got some unique skill sets that a lot of heavyweights don't have. You know, the combination punching, like I mentioned. As for Gerald Washington, like I mentioned earlier, he's a tricky guy. He's a long guy. He's dare I say negative in the way he fights, or passive kind of thing. He'll like to sort of fight on the back foot, pop that jab, make his man come to him, look for those openings with that right hand down the pipe. He's quite a decent boxer. In his last fight, he got beat by Deontay Wilder, but I think he did impress quite a few people. Most people had him beating Deontay Wilder until the stoppage. He was boxing well until he got caught with a big Wilder power shot. So I think Washington can box at a certain level, you know. And I think he'll definitely test Jarrell Miller. And I think Miller could potentially lose this fight. I actually see it as a 50-50 fight. I mean, you've got to say, Gerald Washington's fought much better competition. He's fought Eddie Chambers as well. He beat Eddie Chambers. He got a draw against Amir Mansour. So, listen, I think Gerald Washington has definitely fought better competition. Jarrell Miller's not really fought anybody. He's fought, the best win on his resume was Fred Cassie. But apart from that, he's not really fought anybody. And yeah, so it's an interesting fight. If Washington fights exactly how he did against Deontay Wilder and Amir Mansour, you know, just staying on the back foot, picking his spots, I think he can beat Jarrell Miller. Like I said, I think Miller's good at mid-range. He's got a good body punch and he's quite good on the inside. But I'm not sure how good his feet are. He's a big guy. You know, is he going to be that quick cutting off a ring? I'm not sure. From what I've seen of him, he doesn't look particularly quick on his feet. He looks like he could be outboxed. And I think Gerald Washington has a style to beat Jarrell Miller. A lot of people rate him. A lot of people might think I'm crazy. I'm not making my pick yet. I might make a prediction nearer the time. But I have to say I'm leaning towards Gerald Washington here. I'll definitely be interested to see the odds here. There might be an opportunity to make some money on this one, I think. But yeah, tell me what you guys think of this fight. I think it's quite a good one. Peace.